Hi, this is Anthony Nunez, and this is part two of a little series I have on student loans. And this one's titled, Should I Rush to Pay My Student Loans? So please subscribe to the channel if you find value in the content provided. This video was created for educational purposes. Please consult with your local professionals for any case-by-case financial assistance or advice. So I left off the last video talking about how to attain student loans. Now for video 2, I'm going to talk about options or strategies to repaying your student loans. So some of the ways you can repay your student loans is you can simply follow whatever original terms you agreed to. However, you can also do income-based repayment, where you provide the government or the financial institution with whatever 1040 form you filled out, and they can look at your income and decide on a number that they deem is, I guess, a good amount to pay back based off your income. So that number changes. So again, talk to your accountant or your financial advisor for those specific information. Or you can defer them. So you can defer your loans via going to school and attaining more skills, or you get 6-month grace period once you finish college, or you can simply ask them for a deferment and they most likely will grant that. Additionally, you can, after you already agreed to an original loan, you can then take your loans and consolidate them, and you can even extend them, possibly even to 30 years if you feel like it. Student loans, well, something to keep in mind is that student loans don't go away under a bankruptcy. So if you're thinking that you're going to rack up a whole bunch of debt and student loans are going to be part of that debt and you're just going to declare bankruptcy, talk to your financial advisor, because that probably will not happen, because student loans don't go away under bankruptcy. In order to understand or better understand this particular episode, you got to know the word arbitrage. So from Investopedia, the definition is arbitrage is a simultaneous purchase and sale of an asset to profit from an imbalance in the price. It is a trade that profits by exploiting the price difference of identical or similar financial instruments on different markets or in different forms. That sounds pretty complicated. So in simple forms, or in my version of a simple form, is to take advantage of a price difference or percentage difference for a positive financial gain. What the hell does that mean? Well, here's some questions to help you get there, to see what I'm talking about. So some questions to consider. What is the current interest rate on your loan? Are you able to lower that interest rate or negotiate the interest rate down? Do you have access to an investment vehicle or vehicles that can earn a higher interest rate than what is being asked with the student loans or by the student loan companies? For example, stocks, real estate, savings, etc. Can that earn more than what's being asked in the student loans? Are you able to consolidate your loans? Can you extend the loans? And is it worth to do income-based repayment? So going back to the definition of arbitrage, if your student loans are 5% and you are able to get gains from real estate rentals or from a savings account or from your stock investments that are above 5%, then you may have what we call an arbitrage moment, where you may be able to take advantage of that price difference and it will equate to more long-term gains. More details, okay? Here's some more details. So let's take the original example I gave of a teacher. So a teacher starting out is wondering, wow, should I even take out student loans? This profession, it pays $56,000. I don't want to get into $60,000 in debt when it only pays $56,000. Well, what's the alternative? The alternative is to wait, till you have the money all cash, and you're earning $15 an hour, $30,000 a year, may not be worth it to wait. It may be more viable to go out and take out the loan, earn your degree within 4 years, and start making $56,000. You will be making $25,000 more per year at least. As you can see, it starts going up the second year, the third year, etc. And this is on a teacher line. So some of these private companies that you can get hired to with a degree are offering significantly more in pay. I mean, just look up Netflix income. So Netflix makes their salaries public to their employees, and they were on the news recently. Just look up what they make. I mean, we're talking pennies to what they make. So even a teacher, it would make sense to take out student loans and simply pay them at a very slow rate. For example, you might finish your 4 years, take out your student loans, and you might have, $60,000 in debt. Hopefully, some of those were subsidized, where you're not accruing interest. And then you say to yourself, I want to build financial success to the future. So you decide to max out your retirement account. And if you're a teacher in New York City, that means even if you go fixed rate, you're going to get at least 7% interest. And in that time, you're slowly accruing credits. Yeah, you might take out some more loans, or you could pay it off with the new income you're making. And you can pay off the master's and go little by little, deferring the undergrad loans. And eventually you're going to get a master's. Let's say you get that master's, 3 years later. Now you just jumped up to $65,000 with the master's. And in that time frame, you've put into your IRA a significant amount of money. Hopefully you're maxing out and you're delaying paying off those student loans. Now, you may think that sounds crazy. Why would you have student loans? You can't be afraid of loans if you have an arbitrage moment, or if you can leverage money. Okay, if you're able to leverage money. Why? Because plain and simple. If we look at MoneyChimp, which is a compound interest calculator, free, so you just go to this website, moneychimp.com, and you input some data. Currently, let's say you just graduated, you have zero money, but you max out your retirement, $18,500. Let's say a 35-year time span. Same interest rate as the student loans, but you're dodging the taxes here. Over here, you're dodging the taxes. This is at the same rate as the student loans. You're dodging the taxes. Well, you're still able to generate over $1 million, almost $2 million in that time frame. Okay, and that's with a 5% return. You could probably get more with equities like stocks and possibly even some other fixed rate options in your plans. So in particular, I'm going to zone in on the teachers. If you're a teacher, you have the option to do both a 457 and a 403 plan, 403B plan, or in New York City, they call it a TDA. Okay. So let's say you did both. You maxed it out, $37,000. You didn't pay off the student loans because you were maxing out the retirement accounts, and you were slowly taking 6 credits a time to complete college. Okay, and you get that master's degree, and then you go for the second master's, and the second master's takes you all the way until the 6th year. But now you're earning $75,000 over here. Now you're at $75,000, and these are little numbers. I mean, a person with 2 masters in other fields can make significantly more. Okay, but a teacher has the perk of being able to max out the 457 and 403B plan. So let's say you did that for 30 years. 30 years. You started at 25 years old. You probably start younger if you really get focused. Okay, you start off from 25 to 55. You would have made almost $4 million at a 7% interest rate. Okay, $4 million. This engulfs the student loan debt that you had. So it just completely, there is no concern over a $60,000 student loan earning an interest of 5% per year. You are not concerned if you're saving this much money. Additionally, the only thing you can do with a student loan is to simply pay it back. With investing in stuff like your retirement accounts, you can do more things with that money. One, you have a safety net right? Because in the case of an emergency, you can tap into that money. You can tap into the money to purchase real estate. So now you've used that money to put a down payment on a house, and now you're continuing to max out your retirement account, but now you also have a real estate portion to your portfolio. Hopefully it's a multifamily or a triplex, and you got some investment money coming in, some rental money coming in, where it makes the student loan charges laughable. So although the student loan accounts are hitting record numbers, I believe that a good chunk of the people are delaying paying back student loans. If the government took out all the options to delay paying it back, we may not have that problem of the number being there. But while the government's letting us delay paying it back, take advantage and put into your retirement accounts. Create more wealth by using that retirement account money to then purchase real estate and create businesses. So I hope that this video calms the fear of people who are accruing student loans. You want to still be financially aware of what the student loan risks are, but don't be afraid to accrue student loans if you're going to get greater financial gains in the future. Having said that, if you like what I'm discussing in the channel, please subscribe and send comments and suggestions. Additionally, the video was created for educational purposes. Please consult with your local professionals for any case-by-case financial assistance.